Hello, everybody. Good afternoon to you. You hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. It's a beautiful day here in Albuquerque. I was just outside for a little bit, had to run to the store and get a few things and get some more stuff for Booger's royal breakfast because, you know, the queen has to have her royal breakfast because if not, there's going to be problems. But what happened earlier today? Well, there was a live stream on the Salah and Chantal channel. I don't know if all of y'all know about it, but I'm going to tell you what it was. Salah went live with Sasa, and he showed Sasa on the live stream. Just straight up showed her, nothing covering her face. I was watching parts of the live stream through the channel. I heard that he took her to a salon and got her all dolled up before the live stream. I also heard that he was making her play in the playground and she did not want to play. There was one part that made my stomach turn where he had her pose up against the wall like a doll. What do you say to that? You would think that Chantal would have learned her lesson before when she brought Sasa on and there were creepy, nasty perverts in her chat. We remember the comment that one person, ASMR Homesteading, made. The person said, "Can you lift up her shirt? I'm gooning." And that person was not banned from her chat. They made that comment like 3 or 4 times. Her mods didn't ban that person on site. So you would think she would have learned her lesson. No, they brought Sasa on the Salah and Chantal channel and used that child and exploited her. And Chantal was trying to defend what was going on, saying, we aren't asking for money. But at the same time, bitch, that stream was monetized. You were getting super chats. What do you mean it wasn't monetized? You didn't turn that feature off. We're not asking people for money, but you didn't turn the super chats off, did you? Did you? Okay, hello. Thank you, Cherry. You had it set up to get super chats, and people were sending super chats. And I noticed this, Chantal, that when you did that, you weren't doing it on your channel. You were doing it on the Salah and Chantal channel. That is so Chantal coded. You knew that there was going to be backlash from doing that. And if there was going to be backlash, if people were going to be reporting what was going on, you didn't want your main flagship channel to get in trouble. So you did it on the Salah and Chantal channel, because if something happens to that channel, that's no skin off your nose. I mean, if that is Salah's channel now, if it gets removed, oh well. The channels are linked. Well, she must not care about the money she makes on YouTube if she's going to keep doing stuff like that. Yes, I agree. It makes me sick that they showed her. And by the way, there was another nasty, disgusting comment in her chat. And we'll see that on the peeps. And you guys are also going to see Gorlworld's thoughts to this whole thing. But maybe some of you have already noticed that Gorlworld this morning was rather quiet. And that's the reason why. Because the live stream that happened on the Salah and Chantal channel had a child in it. And that's a hard no from Gorlworld. We're not going to react to anything that involves an innocent child. That is our line in the sand. We are not going to participate in all of that. We'll have our comments. Chantal and Salah might be comfortable exploiting a child. We're not going to do it. Yet, you know what? They are a bunch of weirdos. There's feeders over there. There are PDF files over there. And Chantal's okay with that. And I have to wonder if a PDF file in the audience paid Chantal to have Sasa come on camera. Is that why they did it? Because somebody was saying, hey, can you show Sasa again? I'd love to see her. If you do, I'll throw you some money. She advertised this event yesterday to the PDF, apparently. Oh, really? She's disgusting. She's so fucking disgusting. So nasty. And she wonders why people don't like her, because it's shit like this. And you know what, Chantal? You're trying to sell to Gorlworld that Salah is a successful businessman. Is that correct? You're trying to sell us the idea that he's got one, maybe two businesses, and he's got his own money, and he's got olive groves. Let me tell you something. If this man were successful, like you claim, like he claims, he wouldn't be stooping so fucking low that he'd be coming on camera and exploiting a family member for money. He would not allow that. I mean, how low do you have to go that you're going to exploit a young, innocent family member for money? Successful people don't do that. Even people who are poor don't do that. Decent people wouldn't even think of that idea. They wouldn't consider it. But the two of you not only considered it, you executed it. Yeah, all the PDF file talk yesterday was no accident. Nope. And I also heard they were talking about Karate Joe today. For why did his name come up? I do remember you defending Karate Joe, Chantal. Karate Joe was your main mod back in the day, your internet husband, the man who had your personal phone number. And he told you when to start the stream and when to end the stream. And then when you were doing all the drive-thrus, he told you what to order. And then Gorlworld found out that he was a convicted PDF file. Then you defended him, saying he served his time. Why can't people forgive him? You defend some strange people, Foodie. You'll defend people who are criminals. You will defend people who have committed SA against others. You'll defend PDF files. You'll defend your horrible death fat feeders. And yet you claim to be a victim, but you're not on the side of the victims. You are on the side of predators, which makes me wonder how much of a predator you are, that you will be 10 toes down for the predators. Yeah, and she wonders why Music Biz Marty went after her. She's a freaking idiot. Well, you know what? Music Biz Marty, rest in peace. There are people that loved him, people that watched him, and I know for a fact that they are in Gorlworld. They are in the community still. And they haven't forgotten the things that she has said and the things that she's done. So just because Marty is no longer with us, Foodie, doesn't mean those that love him, that they are gone also. They're around and they have not forgotten a fucking thing. Yeah, like Marty gave us some great moments with Foodie. Like, I got to take my hat off to his trolls. They were creative with trolling people. Hats off to that. Hello. You got to hand it to some creativity over there. Damn. They were creative with their shit. Like you don't know what's going to happen. And the best part about the trolls, you don't know who those people are. You don't know what they're capable of. You don't know what they're going to do. Therefore, you cannot target them. Smart. Very, very smart. Hiding in the shadows. Well, I take that back. Not hiding in the shadows. That just sounds very cowardly, and they're not cowardly. But concealing themselves. That's a better term. Concealing themselves so they can make mischief at will. They still got boots on the ground. And you don't know when they're going to come marching in. Yeah, I found out about Shmi and the neighbor. I bet that caused a problem for a minute. So, yeah, that stream today was horrible. That's why Gorlworld went dead silent. There were a couple of people who reacted to it, but the way that they reacted to it, they did not show Salah or Sasa on camera. They just showed the chat. They kept it respectful. They didn't show either one of them because we are not going to participate in the exploitation of an innocent child, especially a child with special needs. That's far too much. Far, far too much. And again, Salah, if you were the successful man that you claim to be, that Chantal claims you to be, you wouldn't stoop so low as to exploit a child. Even those who are dead broke would never consider it, never do it. They find another way to make money. But you and Chantal, you guys are shameless. Your well of shame has no bottom, and you two should be ashamed of yourselves. So I'll tell y'all what, we got some Twitter peeps to go over. I don't know how long this stream is going to be, probably not long at all. But I just want to show you what Gorlworld is saying, why things are kind of quiet right now. Yeah, Are You Serious did a great job reacting. I also saw that Sin and Sass was live, but again, both reactors kept it very respectful. They were not showing the live stream, just the chat. Just the chat. Like, not showing the video footage at all. Like, if anybody's waiting to see anybody reacting to that stream, I don't think you're going to see it. We're leaving this one alone for a reason. We're just like, nope, no, thank you. We'll pass. We don't need this today. Nope. There's a child involved. We're not going to do it. She needs to be stopped. Oh, she's living her karma. Don't worry. Don't worry. Especially knowing that from what Chantal and Salah have said, that Sauce's father and mother nor are okay with Chantal and Salah having their daughter on the internet. Well, shame on all of them. Shame on every single one of them. I'm sure that, you know what? And I'm sure that stream got reported to hell, as it should be. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying they were reporting the stream. And I'm not going to go against TOS and tell y'all what to do, but I'm just saying, do what you want to do. Do what you feel like doing in that regard. You do what you feel is best. That's all I can say. Do what you feel in your heart is right. Thank you, Tussie. She talked about Karate Joe yesterday, then brought this child on today. Chantal was whistling them in. Here's my question. For what reason, why was she bringing up Karate Joe? Karate Joe was her mod years ago. How would he enter into conversation again? Like, how do you even get that started? Like, he's not been around in a long time, so why is she bringing him back up now? That makes no sense. Why are you bringing him up? It's a signal. You know, while I'm here, I don't want to get y'all nauseous and sick. I'm just expressing my thoughts. So please forgive me. These are just my thoughts. I think that Chantal's been catering to a great many groups of people in her chat, that for a while she's had the goal to cater to certain niches and certain groups of people. The biggest group is the feeders, different types of feeders. We all know that. That's very obvious. But do I remember you? I think so. But another group that she's also catering to are the really disgusting PDF files. She's catering to the feeders, but she's also catering to the PDF files too, in whatever way she can. She called it pedicure. Oh, she's trying to get cute with it. Trying to get cute with something disgusting. Nasty. Nasty. Zoe Green, the tarot card reader. Forgive me right off the bat. I don't remember you. Please don't take insult to that. I'm old and I'm forgetful. But so she's catering to the kink crowd and the PDF file crowd. And you guys know that I've been on her ass for a while about her doing the adult baby content. She started doing that back in Kuwait, like being real obvious with it, with the baby talk and wearing an adult diaper and the dad and whining like a child and having a setup that looks like she's in a high chair and the juice boxes and all this other shit. Like kind of whistling them in. And then we're going to take it further in Kuwait. You're going to go to places where there are children, showing children on camera, going to petting zoos, going to carnivals, going to Chuck E. Cheese, showing kids. Whenever she can, just showing kids. Then showing Sasa on camera. And then that nasty comment from ASMR Homesteading. And now Sasa's been shown on live stream today with no filter, nothing covering her face, As a matter of fact, Salah took Sasa to the salon to get her all dolled up. He had her stand up against the wall. And he also gave out her fucking school schedule. Can you believe that shit? Hello, Nancy. What pisses me off is announced Sasa is going to be on this stream crawling in the sickos. Yep. It wasn't even like surprise. Sasa is here. Made sure to announce that Sasa was going to be in the stream. Telling people a child's school schedule. Why? Why would you do this? That is the most insane shit ever. Why are you telling people her school schedule? Why are you exposing her to an audience of people? You don't know who those people are, Salah. You don't know where they live. And even if some of them were, say, in the Western world and they're thousands of miles away from Sasa, sir, you don't know the links that some of these PDF files will go to get to a child. Some of them, I'm sure, are not above traveling to get to a child if they get obsessed enough. That's what makes them dangerous. Hey, Girl Scout. You can't just say, oh, everybody's too far away. She's safe. No, she's not. She's not safe. You can't say, oh, we're in the Middle East, we're in Syria, or we're in Kuwait, or whatever it is you are. That keeps her safe. You might have PDF files living in Syria, living in Kuwait, that might see the live stream, see that little girl, and come searching for her. Find out where she's at, find out where she lives, find out where she goes to school. Some of these sickos, man, they get obsessed and they will do what they need to do to get to their obsession. And you're going to put her in danger for what? For a few dollar bills? But I thought you were a successful businessman. What about your olive tree groves? You said you're successful. You showed us a stack of money yesterday. Does that even make sense, chat? Yesterday, he showed us a stack of money. So he's got money in hand. So why did he have to bring Sasa on live stream today? What's that about? You had a stack of money in your hands, Salah. So you ain't all the way dead broke. So why are you exploiting that child? Hey, cowboy. How are you, mama? He said he took a break to do. Fuck that guy. He took a break to do this stream. What's he got to do all day? With his little soft hands. What's he got to do all day? I saw his hands yesterday. He ain't done a lick of hard work. Shut up, Salah. You don't do anything all day. I took a break. A break from what? Playing video games, smoking cigarettes, talking to Chantal on the phone about your next grift? What exactly do you need a break for? You don't know what a break is. Work a little hard, and then maybe you might say, now I know what a break is. Now, he doesn't belong in Canada. What's that? Hold on. Now you just come. Her chat kept complimenting her beads and her necklace, as well as her hair, smile, etc. I'd never accept this shit regarding my kid's sick fuck. Like, look, Sasa is a beautiful little girl. She's beautiful and she should not be exposed to a chat where there might be PDF files. Even if there is a slight chance of one being in there, she should be protected. Because there are fucking weirdos that watch Chantal. We've seen them. They've made comments. They're so bold, they feel free they can make those kinds of comments. They're not even like watching and keeping their thoughts to themselves. They get all up in the chat and they're like, can you lift her shirt up for me? I'm masturbating. And you guys want to see an example of the nasty people in her chat? Hold on. I'm going to show you. Chantal, you want a reason why not to bring her back on camera? There, bitch. That comment was made in chat. This person says, she has a real purty mouth. Hope to see her again. Nasty. You nasty. Making comments like that. You fucking nasty. Did that person get blocked? Somebody making a comment like that, did they get fucking blocked? Thank you, Radioactive. They treated her like an exotic animal, the way he kept turning her head to show her hair. You nasty. Nasty. Suzanne, was this comment made today? Yes, Suzanne. That was in the live. So PDF files are not only in the chat, but they're so bold, they're not refraining from making comments like that. They're like, I'm just going to make comments like this because I feel that I can, and I won't get punished and I won't get banned. He treated her like he was trying to sell something. I don't even want to think about what he was trying to do. Meg says, thank you, Meg, for being a new member. You know what? What happened today was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But from here on out, Salah, Chantal, the two of you morons, that you're trying to sell this idea of Salah is successful, canceled. Absolute lie. Successful people don't try to sell children. They don't exploit children. Nope. They don't do that. They don't act this way. Thank you, Leva. This is what's happening. Oh, sorry. Wrong comment. I'm looking for... This is the comment. She's made it a safe space for the wrong people. Facts. There are correct safe spaces, and then there are safe spaces for all the wrong types of people. And even those that are beezers that like Chantal, if they can't see how wrong this is, there's something wrong with them. If they can't understand that bringing a child onto YouTube where there are creepos and weirdos and predators and PDF files running around looking for free content for perverted purposes, if they can't see how wrong this is, there's something wrong with them. If they continue to support this. But that was the comment today. I can't watch this. Here you are. I'm not reacting to the live stream. If that's what you're worried about, darling, I'm not putting on the live stream. I'm not reacting to it. Nope. 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 I'm not reacting to the live stream. That's not what this is. I'm here to do the Twitter peeps, which do not show Sauce's face. And that's it. So no worries. I'm siding with Gorlworld. We are all turning away from that live stream. We don't want nothing to do with it. I just came here to air my thoughts and show you guys the tweets, and that's it. You can't watch the foodie stuff. I understand. Yeah, Gorlworld is saying nope, 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 nope. So if you guys are noticing, where is everybody? Why are there no reactions today? That's why. Hard limit. We're not going to react to that. Nope. A lot of us are saying no, no, thank you. We'll wait for something else. We can wait. We're not supporting that. After I started this. What do you mean? How did I start anything? Explain. What's that? I only watched a few other parts on other channels and couldn't do it. I can't wait for her rage, though. I don't think she's going to rage, though. I don't think she will. Chantal's been doing a new type of clickbait, y'all. She gets on her community post and she rages that. It seems like she's raging. Oh, Lord. We have a troll in here. Is this the day for that? Allowing all the bullying and everything going around. Sir, exactly how am I allowing bullying? I'm airing my thoughts right now. People are they're saying their thoughts. I don't see anybody in the chat. I'm part of the problem. Then why are you here? How about that? Is this the day to get on my nerves? I'm already upset seeing the live stream. Is this the day to really try me? Don't try me today. Don't try me today. Yeah, fuck off. Thank you. Taking, you know what? This sounds like Sheila under a different name, taking you guys down. Bye, bitch. Later. Fuck out of here. This is not the day to fuck with me. Sorry, Chad. I'm here to talk about a serious subject, and the trolls are like, let's go and bother Rose Thorne. Let's get on her nerves. Let's see if we can get her upset. Nah, I'll just kick your ass out. Some days I'll play with the trolls and other days I won't. This is a won't day. Anyway, you know what I've noticed? On that subject of trolls, you guys know what I've noticed? There's a pattern here. I'm sensing a pattern. That when somebody does a live stream and they have a live chat, and when things start cooking, when they're like trying to get deep into a subject, that's when the trolls come in trying to derail that person and put their thoughts somewhere else. You know, disrupt their train of thought. I've seen it a lot. Like if somebody else, like say, No Madness Life is doing it, if I'm doing a live stream or somebody else, they come in just trying to throw everything off. Yeah, I've noticed that. Guess what? I'm staying on track, regardless of what. They're trying to deflect. It ain't going to work. I'm doing my live stream right now. I'm going to react to the Twitter peeps right now. I'm going to show you guys the thoughts from Gorlworld right now. Ain't nobody going to stop me from that. There's a trio. What's going to be is what's going to fucking be. But getting the train back on track, chat, this comment was left in the chat. They were, oh, so they were in her chat last night. It's a troll. Of course they are. And you know what? I'm going to say something else. I'm going to put somebody else on blast. Some of the people that are trolls are from Foodie's camp. And I feel that there are also trolls from the Paradise camp. Like they're running around. I know that, what's his name? Stefan. He's all over Gorlworld, looking at other people's chats. He might be coming in under different names. So, you know, we've got some Paradise trolls running around as well. Just, you know, what I'm sure they're watching, or they will be watching. I know you guys are around too. And I know what you tried to do to me. Nice try, though. Very creative. Didn't work, though. And I got something special planned for all of you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll find out. Anyway, back to this. Back to this. This was the comment. And this is why children should not be brought on stream. This is why. Because there are perverts in the chat making comments. They feel bold enough to make comments. So if they feel bold enough to make comments, what else are they capable of? How far are they willing to take things? You know, anybody else would be horrified to see this kind of comment. If Foodie had any decency in her, she would take down the live stream immediately, erase it, to make sure that Salsa did not get hurt or harmed in any way. Now she wants us to rage. Chantal's doing the most to get people to, she's rage baiting. You know what, official Foodie Beauty, you are a fake, Chantal. You hear me? You're a fake. You're a troll. You're just another troll. You're not the real Chantal. And I know this because the real Foodie is a coward. She likes to do things on her stock accounts and not show her real self. So I know it's not you. I know it's somebody else doing the most. I don't know why I've got you guys' attention so much these days, but maybe because I live stream so much. But that's not you. You're not who you say you are. So bye-bye. Anyway, that's the comment. So y'all ready to get into the rest of the peeps? I can already say I'm attracting some trolls. And I'm also seeing the numbers. I've got almost 400 people in here, and I'm sure quite a few of them are trolls. Hi, trolls. Fuck off. If that's why y'all are watching, fuck off. I see you. You don't think I notice that there's more people than normal in here? You don't think I know why? I'm not stupid. I'm aware of your presence. I know that you're watching and lurking, and it's okay if you want to lurk, but don't try me today. This is not the day. Anyway, let's go on to the Twitter peeps, y'all. Let's do this. Okay, let me just go ahead and get out of here for a minute so I can switch on over. Okay, and it's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, let me just get where I need to be so I'm all set up. Hello, Kimberlina. Who would want to impersonate Foodie? A troll. Trolls thinking, oh, she'll believe it. She'll believe it's the real Foodie. How long have I been reacting to Foodie? Years. I've been reacting to her for so long. I know her better than she knows herself. And I know she would never come in under her original account. It's always sock accounts. You know, you watch somebody long enough, you know their patterns. I know her. I know her patterns. She's a coward. She won't step up to you as herself. She'll pretend to be somebody else because she wants to make the nasty comments, but not get called out for it. Yeah, she catfishes herself. Maria Pondu, Sarah Lee, always using the fake names. Each name is one of her identities. Maria Calendar, not Maria Calendar. Did she really use Maria Calendar? Did she? Melissa Cook, Sheila. You know that the jury is out on who Sheila is. It could be Teardrop. It could be Foodie. It could be anybody. We don't know. All right, so going on to this, let's get started. So, for those of you that are on Twitter and you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. Those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. That way you guys can keep up with all the girl world stuff without actually having to be on the Bird app. So, Lori says, Foodie Beauty Girl World. I knew there had to be one messed up comment. Since the stream is so buffering, I don't have an exact timestamp. The message is at 12:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 1 hour and 34 minutes into the stream with Sasa in Syria. And that is the comment that I just showed you. This is why you don't bring children on camera. It's just a bad idea, especially with the crowd that Chantal has built. Because you're just opening the door for all the weirdos, the creepos, the sickos. What's this again? No offense, ladies, but if you think that this community is so full of pedos, then why are you all part of it so actively? I don't think so little of us, we are not full of pedos. I did not say that everyone was a pedo. We don't have pedos in Girl World. What I'm saying is the community that Chantal has built. Like, what's that saying? Now, hold on. Wait. Nobody attack Sam Joe. I would like to address this. What's that saying, Sam? If you build it, they will come. What you build attracts people, certain kinds of people. Like your vibe attracts your tribe. What is Chantal's vibe versus what is our vibe? Our vibe is we don't approve of PDF files. We don't approve or want creeps and weirdos. Chantal's a whole different story, though. That's all she wants. She wants the weirdos over there. She wants the creeps over there. She is a PDF apologist. She defended Karate Joe. She's defended and befriended Cyrax and Dragon Lord Frodo. She's a predator herself. So she's putting off that predator energy, and she also approves of and attracts other predators, whereas Girl World does not. So we got a certain vibe over here, and she's got another kind of vibe over there. So when I say that this community is full of creeps and weirdos, I wasn't referring to Girl World. I was referring to the people that she's whistling in on her channels that go to her because they have no place over here. We don't want them here. We don't approve of them here. But she's whistling them in. If they're running around on YouTube or Kick, looking for a place to belong, looking for some kind of nasty content, she is being the provider. And that is why they are with her. Like, we don't want them here. We don't approve of them being here. But Chantal saying, hey, all of you freaks and weirdos and PDF files on YouTube running around in the dark, let me give you a place to go to because I approve of you. Like, look, this comment came up and it did not get banned. No. It's okay, Sam. See, this is why I like discussion. I like talking things out with people. I don't go immediately on the attack. I am willing to sit down and discuss things so that you can be understood and I can be understood too. I'm a reasonable person. So it's cool. We worked it out. We understand each other. We get it now. It's cool. We got this. This is, you know what it is, chat? This subject of child exploitation, this is the kind of subject that makes everybody upset, puts everybody on edge because it's child exploitation. It's dark. So we're all sitting on edge because of that. Yeah, communication is a universal solvent. Exactly. Thank you, Suzanne. I think exploiting a mentally handicapped child for money is just evil. Agreed. Especially after she defended a PDF last night. Thank you, Sam Joe. Why doesn't he just leave kids alone? Neither have any, supposedly. Well, money. It's about money. He's supposed to be a successful businessman, and yet he's stooping so low that he's exploiting a family member for money. That's why. It's all about the money. And it's disgusting and it's sickening. Rubber Crazy Troll Band says, let's not all forget Foodie Beauty and Salah allow people to objectify and ask Chantal to strip Sasa on live stream. They didn't block the user. Yeah, I remember that guy. Oh, by the way, chat, Chantal has already posted a community post to defend herself. She's doing the whataboutisms. This is how she defends herself. The whataboutisms. Well, what about this person? What about that person? What about what they did? She's doing the whataboutisms. Look, she says, you guys realize Trisha Paytas puts her babies in her videos among so many other people, right? Her channel is also controversial. If your mind automatically goes to that bad, disgusting stuff when you see a child online, you need help, not me. Sasa is Salah's close family, and her parents have no issue with it. Why should they, weirdos? Anyway, that is the last time saying anything on this matter, period. What is that saying? Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Just because you have the power to do something doesn't automatically that you should do it. Even if you can do something, you should stop and think about it. Should I do this? She already removed that post. Of course she did. Do y'all see what I'm seeing? This bitch over here, Foodie Beauty. She is rage baiting to hell. This is Chantal coded. Chantal, I got your game all figured out. And so does the rest of Gorlworld. You are so desperate for engagement, for money, for views, that you're trying to use rage to get it. And back in the day, it used to work really well. I know because I was there. I remember during Crackhead Olympics, you had a cookie cutter formula where you would do some shit to get people mad. You would do some community posts to get people mad. And then you would go live and you would get like $300-400 in super chats, just in hate super chats. That's not counting the views. It used to work. But see, here's the problem. You're a scammer, right? You're a manipulating, lying scammer. Even as a scammer, you still haven't figured it out. That when you're a scammer, you have to keep changing up the game. Because if you play the same game on the same group of people over and over and over and over and over again, using the same tactics, at some point, the people you're playing the game on, they catch on and you can't scam them anymore. And your dumbass over there, you're not changing up your tactics. You convinced yourself that the same tactics and the same game are going to work on people. And the punchline of the joke is everybody has caught on to your patterns and who you are. The game is over because everybody knows it is a game. And you don't have the imagination or the creativity to create a new game with new tactics. The game that you've been playing with a community post, oh, I'm going to make some post and act like I'm really, really pissed off. And that's going to lead to more views. That's a new kind of clickbait. You know, people tune into your live to see if you're really angry, and all they see is you laying on the couch, stuffing your face full of food. Even if your people are watching you for like a minute, within 2 minutes, they're going to leave when they realize you lied. And if you do that repeatedly, they're not going to bother to show up. So that game is not going to last very long, is it? But here she is doing the whataboutisms. What about Trisha Paytas? What about her? What has she got to do with this? Why are you using her as an example? And thank you, Face of America. Thank you. Trisha has her own kids online. You don't have any, cutie. You have no business platforming other people's kids when you have degenerates in your chat and you know you have them. Facts. Well said. Trisha is showcasing her own children. Sasa is not your child, Chantal. And as far as I know, Sasa is not even Salah's child. He is a relative. But she is not his daughter, unless she is. And if she is, and he's exposing his daughter to PDF files knowingly, he's disgusting. Disgusting. And in my opinion, I don't think Trisha should be exposing her kids to the internet. They're innocent. Too many freaks in the world, dangerous freaks. She shouldn't be doing it. No one should be doing it. That's just how I feel. But she's the mother. It's her choice. But Face of America is right. Sasa is not Chantal's child. And is not Salah's child either. It's a relation of his, but it's not his daughter. So she's doing the whataboutisms. And this line right here, if your mind automatically goes to that bad, disgusting stuff when you see a child online, you need help, not me. Well, apparently there was somebody in your chat that needs help and should be banned. What about that person making that comment about her purty mouth? Did you block that person, Foodie? Did your mods block that person on site? That person should have been blocked on site from the channel. I bet they were allowed to stay. I bet you let them stay. This is all adult content. No kids should be included. Agreed with that too. She makes adult content. She caters to the fetish crowd. She caters to the kink crowd. And apparently, Chantal, you're also catering to PDF files. That is disturbing. And if she wants to do all that kind of content, there are places to do it, correct places to do it, not on regular social media. Oh, she also did another post because she wasn't done talking. She said, can someone please take this bored ass woman on a date or something? Clearly, she has never given or been given a hickey before. That is a scratch on his neck. When he was hugging Julia, she tried to get away and she scratched him. A hickey on the picture too, a bruise. But since you are desperate for a rage, I'll be sure to be extra happy on my next live. I'm just going to sit back now and let this dog bark. That's what dogs do. But like, for real, how desperate for content. I want to show y'all something. And this may look a bit ugly, but I'm showing it for a reason. Y'all see my arm? Do you see it? Booger. Because she plays rough with me. Booger. That's my girl. Compared to that, sometimes Booger plays rough with mom. That's what she does to my arm. But I'm okay with that. That's not a scratch from a cat. I already know that's not a cat scratch. Simply because if he were holding Julia, think of a cat's claws. They're going to scrape downward. Hey, Debbie. A cat has what? 4 or 5 claws and they scrape downward. If you were holding Julia and something happened and she got scared, they go this way, not this way. And there are scratches and then there are bruises. That's a bruise. That is not a scratch. Cats don't scratch necks. Nope. That's a bruise. That is not a scratch. That does not look like a scratch to me. That's a bruise. I don't know what caused that bruise, but that's not a cat scratch. Tara Lee says, we're nasty people. Get out of here, Salad. You're a loathsome deviant. You use that child like a performing circus act. Say this, say that. It's abhorrent what you'll do for money. Whatever karma is coming to you in Foodie, it's not enough. Well, all I'm going to say is I wouldn't be sad if something did happen to them. I'm not going to cause it to happen. But if something happened to the channel because of him showing a child on camera, I wouldn't be sad for them. I wouldn't be sad at all. And correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but how do we go from a couples channel, which is supposed to be about Chantal and Salah, right? It's a couples channel. So why are we bringing a child on camera for a couples channel? How does that all make sense? It's supposed to be about him and her, not about exploiting children. I bet Foodie is watching. I'm sure she is. It's okay if she's watching, or if one of her trolls are watching or her mods are watching. That's fine. That's okay. Because I got questions for Foodie. It was supposed to be a couples channel. Number one, how can it be a couples channel if the two of you are not in the same place doing content together? You can't really call it a couples channel if you guys aren't a couple and you're not together. You're in two different places. You might put stuff on there alone. He might put stuff on there alone, but you guys aren't a couple. And why are children being brought into it? It's not about the kids. It's supposed to be about the two of you. So I guess we went from a couples channel to let's use any means necessary to make money off of anything. Is that what it is? We're just going to use the spare channel to do this deplorable content and exploit animals and children? Is that what it is? I think so. Let's make all the money we can off of this channel. This is the comment that was made before when they went live and they showed Sasa. Rubber Crazy Troll Band said, here's the reminder and user they never blocked. I'm just going to leave that there. That person was never blocked. They made that comment 4 or 5 times. Chantal did not block that person.
Unknown caller.
And neither did her mods. And I'm turning off my phone right now. Fuck that phone. I don't even care today. Let me shut it down. Come on, there. That was the comment that went through more than once. What's their profile picture? I can't see it. The channel was ASMR Homesteading. I went looking around for that fucking channel. They deleted their channel after they made that comment. It was gone. I looked for it. A lot of people looked for it. Thank you, Radioactive. He said Sasha should get her own channel and that she was mukbanging. What? Why would he say that when they both know there are feeders out there? Sir, you can't use a child to do mukbangs. No. The fuck is wrong with these people? Who? With a culture where women are modest, why is Salah exploiting this little girl? Because he's a sick fuck? And Chantal's probably in his ear telling him it's okay, that they'll get a bunch of money for it. Y'all, this is rage baiting. Let's pull it back a little bit. This is rage baiting. This is straight rage baiting. Hold on, chat. I'm going to help us all out. Let's look at the bigger picture. Okay? Let's pull it back a little bit. Think about what's going to be happening in 8 days. What's going to be happening? Think of what's about to happen in 8 days. The documentary for Paradise is going to be dropped, right? On June the 10th. All of the attention is going to shift over there. So, in my opinion, Chantal is doing the most to get attention on her. And she's doing it in the sickest, nastiest way possible. And I know y'all are probably going to think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Someone like Chantal, she feeds off of negative energy. She literally feeds off of it. And you guys have seen the tarot readers, correct? Some of you. And all of us have picked up that she does spell work, things of that nature. And she basically uses negative energy, like that powers up her battery. So what she's doing is she's doing the most to rage bait and get that rage going, get that anger going, because she's feeding off of that. So all the more reason not to get consumed with rage. She's feeding off that dark energy. I know it works. We're all human. We hear about things like this. We see things like this. We're going to get mad. It's normal to get triggered off of these situations. I'm just saying, understand what's going on here. She's trying to just power up with that dark energy. Do we think Nina is Emily? I don't know. I mean, I keep feeling that it's a red herring being tossed out into Gorlworld to get people talking and to get people wondering. Like, how do we know? She and whoever Nina is and the other mods, they might be getting on Telegram talking. I think Chantal has her own private chat or Discord where she gets together with people and she says, well, how about we do this? And how about we do that? And let's say this in chat because Gorlworld is paying attention. And let's toss a lie out there to get people talking. That might have been said in chat on purpose to get people talking. And it might have been planned out already. I wouldn't put it past her. Like the people are coming in as trolls that try to derail me from talking. Like they're constantly throwing out the red herrings to see what's believed and what we'll pick up and what we'll speculate about and do videos and lives about to keep us from finding out the truth. You know, it's all about deflection, distraction, tossing in extra elements that don't belong so that we go off on wild goose chases. The more bullshit they toss into the mix, the harder it is to figure out. That's exactly what they want. Honestly, it doesn't matter if it's Nina or not, if it's Emily or not. Whoever it is somebody giving her a lot of money. A lot of money. So it doesn't matter if Nina is Nina or if it's a male feeder. Somebody's funding her lifestyle and very happy to make her sick. Hey, Gucci. I know, it's okay. I'm fine. It doesn't matter who Nina really is. It's somebody that funds her lifestyle and they see her getting sick. And in my opinion, they're a death fat feeder. That they are very happy to give her money because they want to see something medical happen to Chantal. So, and if Chantal's on board, then she's on board. That's her choice. But there is the comment that was made in chat before that never got deleted, and that person They got rid of their channel because they knew they were going to get found out. Milky says Salah took Sasa and only Sasa to the hair salon before the live, literally dolling her up to be pimped out on camera. Here are my thoughts about that. Like what they did today was wrong. But let's go a bit further. Let's just say they got, I don't even know how much they got today, behind the scenes or in super chats. But let's just say $1,000. I'm making up an amount. Let's just say they got $1,000. So you got $1,000. What's $1,000 going to do? What's $2,000 going to do? Not much. Chantal's still an addict. She's still got serious extreme addictions. $2,000, $3,000, go through all that money. Then what? You gonna put Sasa back on camera? Then you get another $1,000, $2,000. You get money, you spend it on your addictions. All the money's gone. It's like, for what purpose are you doing this? To get addiction money? That's pretty much it. It's not doing anything groundbreaking. Holidays, rent, moving, paying Salah and Natter. Chantal's problem is that she's got too many things she has to pay for. Her expenses are far more than her income. She got to pay for rent. She got to pay for all the food that she eats. She's got 2 guys that she's sending money to. Too many expenses. And yet she won't be smart and cut off some of the things she doesn't need. Yeah, we all got expenses, but we don't stoop that low to pay our expenses, do we, Gucci? Like, oh, I need some rent money. I might as well put this child on camera and get the money. That's just crazy work. And here's the punchline of the joke. Whatever Chantal needs this month, it'll be more next month. So even if you scrape by this month, next month you're going to be in the hole because your food habit, your rug habit, all that stuff has moved up. Your addictions are just going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And your health problems are going to get worse and worse and worse. And it's unsustainable. Sending money to 2 different guys, unsustainable. Supporting all your addictions and keeping them happy, unsustainable. Everything costs far more than what she's making. And if they're so out of control that you have to use a little girl trying to get money to cover them, it's time to quit. It really is time to quit. What's wrong, Megan? What happened? Okay. What happened, Megan? What's the matter? Okay. For the record, wait a minute. For the record, those who are asking, did Milky stream this today? No, she did not. She was just commenting on Twitter. That's all. She was just giving her opinion on Twitter. So nobody get upset with Milky. She did not react to this. A lot of people did not react to this. I'm not reacting to it. A lot of people shut this down. We're like, nope. Nope. Right. I did see that, Gucci. Sin and Sass streamed it, but he covered the screen and just showed the track. I saw that too. Those that did decide to cover it, they were being very, very respectful. They did not show the video footage. They just focused on the chat and what was being said. Yup Yup says Salah's child isn't even his daughter or even his niece. She's his cousin, I think. He's over 20 years older than her, has her isolated away from her parents and playing with other children, and is filming her like she's a trained circus animal. Disgusting pervert. You know what? He's going straight to hell for this. That's all I'm going to say. Lori Koff says, Foodie Beauty, the chat rightfully called the scammers out for exploiting a child. Good for Gorlworld. What were some of the comments? Greeky says, well, this is going to create a shitstorm. Congratulations, you two. For fuck's sake, dumbest two people alive. And then there was this comment. It looks like it's in Arabic, so I don't know what was being said. Baked Korean says, I guess I forgot to unsub. Better off than they am says, don't send this scammer money. Ramen Loodles says, yeah, you freaks. Showing sweet, innocent Sasa on screen is perfectly okay, especially after allowing pervs to comment on her body and if she can perform adult acts. What? PDF files are welcome by Chantal. Ew, did that happen? Christian says, using a disabled child for content is the lowest of the low. True. And Anne says, you should both be ashamed of yourselves. Julie So Stuffs, after you call your family dogs born of incest, you're still here. Yeah, because he ain't got no shame. B. Kill says, Chantal, why do you call people the R word when Sasa is family? Yeah, good question. The R word is one of her favorite words. And yet she claims to love a special needs child. And the R word is highly, highly offensive. Violet says, maybe make a separate channel for Sasa and her family to profit directly. Then it would be a family channel not attached to Gorlworld. Well, then Chantal wouldn't get the money. She's going to get her cut. She's going to get all the money. That's the point. She's not going to let Sasa and her family make an entire channel and she gets no money. She's going to want some of that. Cindy Lou says, quit exploiting her for money, PDF. Shannon's View says, as a Canadian and who worked for children's services in government, the reason no one should put kids online, that's where predators track down kids. Huge child trafficking happens from kids being put online. Yep. And that's the danger. Some of these nasty freaks, you don't know where they're located. You don't know who exactly is watching you or where they're living. And you don't know how much danger you're putting that child in or who they know. There are child trafficking rings all over the place. So you're exposing this child to whoever, wherever they are, whatever they're doing. Shannon's Views also says there's proper, safer ways to raise money. You all should be freaking ashamed and karma comes for you. Yep. How much is your salary? Says could have turned off super chats, but no, grifter's going to grift. Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Chantal said in the chat, we're not asking people for money, but you didn't have super chats turned off either. So if you were just wanting to show Sasa, which even for free you shouldn't have done because you're putting her in danger. If you didn't want money for the stream, why not turn off the super chats? Do it completely demonetized. No money received whatsoever. Nope, you made sure to be able to get money. Jada says disgusting. Gemma says this innocent child is not content, it's exploitation. Susan says, Chantal, I am so disappointed in you. This is a disgusting stream. We don't want to see this. The child needs to be kept private. I regret sending you that $10. Have a nice life. Hey, Susan, if you're listening to this, there is a way to get that money back. You can get a refund from Google AdSense. All you got to do is go to your bank and dispute the charge. You're welcome. You can get money back from a super chat if you want to. Traveling Cash App says, do you think it's wise to post children? She don't care if it's wise. She's a stupid person. Janice says, next time you go to the park, you should bring a bag and pick up trash as you're walking instead of sitting around filming strangers and their children. And we got more comments from Foodie. This is what she says. She says, people who have an issue with a child innocently playing in a park on camera are weird and can get lost and never return weirdos. So she's going 10 toes down. She's saying, you guys are the weirdos, not us. Here's the comment. How are we scammers? We didn't ask for money. So is that your defense, Chantal? Thank you, Radioactive. There's a whole underground network of PDF files and vendors who focus on places like Syria because the kids often are already vulnerable from war. That is so sad. So that's Chantal's defense. Oh, we didn't ask for money. You didn't ask for money outright, but obviously there was a reason you brought her on camera and you had super chats turned on and you made sure to put her name in the title. And there was a reason why you're talking about Karate Joe last night. You were whistling in all the PDF files and let them know, hey guys, tune in tomorrow. I'll have a child on camera and you can look at her for a while. Maybe you have some sort of agreement with someone to show her on camera. And that was the whole purpose of the live stream, was to get that money. She says, family vlogs. Hello. Chantal, you can't call it a family vlog if her family wasn't there. You cannot call it a family vlog if her family was not in the vlog, just Salah. Where was her mom? Where was her father? Where was her family if it's a family vlog? Hello, family vlog means family. Salah is her cousin, but not her parents. Where are her parents? Huh? Explain. Foodie Beauty says, anyways, we are ignoring negativity. Obviously not if you're still replying, stupid. Foodie Beauty says she doesn't have a regular school schedule like here. Oh, that was smart of you. That was real smart of you to say that. So you got PDF files in your chat. And you're giving out way too much fucking information. This is stuff you do not say on camera. If you even have a thought that you might have PDF files in chat, you don't fucking tell them about the school schedules. You don't say where they go to school. You don't say they have a schedule. You don't say, oh, they don't have a regular school schedule. You don't talk about that stuff, Foodie. You don't give them any kind of clues to go with, dumbass. That is really private information. You don't give them any hints about where to find them or how to find them or when they go to school or if they're homeschooled. You don't give them anything. Fuck's wrong with you? Foodie Beauty says, I wish she was my daughter. I'm not a cruel person, and I'm not being cruel saying this. All I'm going to say is I know that Chantal has had a hysterectomy, and this is not any shade thrown at anybody who's ever had a hysterectomy. I am just speaking exclusively about Chantal, and it has to do with the way she talks about children, the way she deals with children, the way that she exploits children, considering how she exploits the young and the innocent. I think that God knew what he was doing, not letting her have kids. I think it was something spiritual. The spiritual world said this one does not need children. She would be a danger to them. She's a dangerous woman. Therefore, she should not have children to harm in any way. The only reason why she wants kids is because she wants to baby trap a man with her and she can't, or she wants to exploit them. Not because she wants to love a child, bring up a child, bring it up into this world with great morals and values, and pass on the best of herself into this child so that the next generation can live a happy, healthy life. No, it's all about I want to use a child for attention from myself, or to baby trap a man with me so he can't escape, or I want to exploit it for money. And those are the wrong reasons to want a child. And then she's talking about food. I want an ice lolly. Then go get one, dumbass. You want an ice cream? Go get one yourself. Why are you talking in chat like that? Lori says, Foodie Beauty, this stream is Salah filming the child and other people's children without their permission or consent, not showing any of that. See, a lot of people in Gorlworld said, nope. Nope. We basically said, no, thank you. We'll wait. I know there hasn't been any good in Chantal for a very, very long time. And that's because she sold every part of herself inside and out. She put every part of herself up for sale. Like, whatever you want, I'll put a price tag on it. You want to buy it, I'll sell it to you. There's nothing that she keeps for herself. It's all for sale. She sold everything. She has nothing left. And because she has nothing left, she's got to turn to the young and the innocent, trying to find something worth selling. And for creeps and weirdos and perverts, they want to buy the innocence. Innocence to a creep and a weirdo is worth a lot. Yeah, and selling a child's innocence just for food, it's stupid. It's really stupid. Lori Combs says, Foodie Beauty, deleting your post won't save you. Did she delete them all? Did she delete her post already? Let me go look. I'm a nosy bitch. Hold up. Oh, bitch is live. Oh, she posted 4 minutes ago. Fountain Gate. Chantal, at this point, nobody cares about Fountain Gate. Shut up. Nobody cares about that damn fountain. Do you hear me? Nobody cares. She did. All of her little ragey posts are gone. The ones that are on Twitter, they're already gone. See what I mean? She likes to play this game with Gorlworld. I'm going to post a whole bunch of posts and make it seem like I'm really pissed off. and then I'll get rid of them all. And then when I go live, everybody's going to be watching me to see if I'm mad. It's clickbait of another kind. She's using her community post as clickbait. I'm going to get people talking. I'm going to get people wondering. And then when I go live, I'm going to do the same boring bullshit as normal. And she doesn't understand. We've all got her figured out. I've already figured out your game, Foodie. So this is the post she's got up now with BG13. And this was the post she had before. And she's trying to dispute bruise colors. Like that's going to do anything. Like, what is that? What is this supposed to prove, Foodie? We know the color of a bruise. You don't have to explain it to us. We're not morons over here. What was the purpose of this? There was none. Milky says, Chantal thinks we are freaks for being concerned that she's putting an at-risk child online. Okay, well, this is your audience. Yep. These are the people that are in your audience, Chantal, the ones making the pretty mouth comments. Okay. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty always goes back to looks and being wanted. If you are so wanted, why is Salah so complacent with not seeing his wife for 7 months? Cats get bruises? You are a stunted loser who has to Google hickeys to know what they look like. Desperate to believe his lies. She's 42 years old and she don't know what a hickey is. She doesn't know what they look like. Well, I'm not surprised. In order to know what a hickey is, that means somebody would have to be close to you and give you one. Maybe she's never had one. Maybe at 42 years old, she's never had a hickey. But I thought she was hotter than 90% of us. And she was a wanted woman running around seeing all these different kinds of men. They never gave her a hickey. No hickeys? How many people in here have had a hickey before? I'll raise my hand. When I was young, when that was a thing to do when you were young, raise your hand. You shameful individuals. How many of y'all had a hickey? Come on, when we were young, that was a thing you did. Not so much when you get older, but when you're young, in your passionate years. You don't know what it is. A hickey is just when somebody just, they're sucking on your neck and it causes a bit of a bruise. That's a hickey. You're somebody's being passionate with you and they're like sucking on your neck and stuff and it can cause a hickey. Yeah, it's a teenager claiming mark. When you're young. Mostly when you're young, not so much when you get older, but when you're young. It's like a love bite. Back when I was young. When you're young, you get hickeys. When you get older, you get rug burn on your spine. If you know, you know. All right, so moving along. Milky says, Sasa is not your child. You have a convicted PDF file as a mod. You won't show Sasa's parents for privacy. Sasa's parents don't know, see them comments from your fans asking you to show the girl topless. And it still sucks that Trisha does it. So, question. Who is the PDF file who is our mod? I know that Karate Joe is one. Who does she have as a mod that's a PDF file? Which one are they talking about? There's another one. That's what I was asking, Payday. Who is one of her mods? It's a PDF file. That requires some investigation later. Cheryl says, I could cry over what the bitch is doing. Again, someone somehow needs to teach her a lesson permanently. You know what? Gorlworld, we don't have to do a thing. We don't. I know that's what Chantal wants. She wants Gorlworld to retaliate against her. She wants us all to get so pissed off we can't think. She wants to generate that rage energy. Don't give her what she wants. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to destroy her in some kind of way. She's doing a fine job all by herself. Let her do it. We can't stop her anyway. She's a serious addict with many different layered addictions. Let her go off with that. Let her do what she does. Her feeders are giving her money and she's eating nonstop. She's destroying herself. We don't have to step in and stop her. She's escaped many consequences of things she's done wrong, but the one thing she cannot escape is the harm that she's doing to her body. And Chantal, I know that when I was doing my live and I was showing that video, like the last 6 months of the life of someone who's super morbidly obese, I know you were watching. I know you saw that video, maybe through me, maybe through somebody else, and that scared the shit out of you. Because the following stream after that, your tone was a bit different. Did it stop and make you think? I bet it did. But here's the problem. You stop for a minute and you think about what you're doing to yourself, but then you just dismiss it like, I'm fine. And you got the feeders in your ear also telling you you're fine. They want you to continue doing what you do to yourself because it satisfies their fetish. And I'm going to say something that's really going to hurt your feelings, but it's damn ass true. I'm in the adult industry, and technically so are you. Although I choose to do my stuff where I'm supposed to do it, you do stuff where you're not supposed to do it, but you're still catering to an adult audience. I've been in the business a long time, Foodie. Long time. And I can tell you with all certainty, there's a big difference between having people around you that truly love you and care about you and being surrounded by people that they're just there to get something out of you. You satisfy a need. And that is the extent of their concern and their want of you. You satisfy a need. And once you stop satisfying that need, they all walk away. They really don't care about you. They care about what you do for them, what need you satisfy. But that is the extent of their love. That's what they love. They don't love you. They love the kink that you might provide for them. I mean, this may sound rude and crude, but Foodie, you are basically the equivalent of a living urinal. You know, someone walks up to you, they unzip, they do their business, they zip back up and they walk away. They have a need to use you, you get used, then after they're done, they walk away from you until they need you again. So if you're okay with being a living urinal and that's your joy and that's your love, you have at it. But that's how they see you. You have your addictions, you have your needs, they have theirs. You guys come together, they satisfy your need for fulfilling your addictions, you satisfy their kinks, but there's no love there. There's there's no true love. Because if somebody actually gave a fuck about you, then they wouldn't participate in you hurting yourself. They wouldn't fund that. They wouldn't be on board with that. People who care about you, when they see you hurting yourself, they step up and they say something and they try to stop it. They don't participate in you hurting yourself and pay you to keep going. And I know your ass is listening right now. Good. I'm not saying this to change you because I think you're too far gone. I'm just throwing some truth bombs in your yard and watching them go off. So the next time you come online with the thought of everybody loves me, that ain't true. They don't love you. You don't know them and they don't know you. They have no true attachment to you. Just letting you know. Let's move on. Cheryl says, I can't even speak. My heart is broken over the crap they're pulling again, knowing that there are people in her chat that will get off on this. I'm so upset. I can't even express how I really feel. I hate her with a passion. Yep. And this is exactly the kind of energy that Chantal wants. Well, it's true. Are you seriously? This is how people are treating her, and she's okay with it. They walk up to her, they unzip, they do their business, they satisfy their need, they zip back up, and then they walk away. That's the extent of the love going on over there. That's metaphor, but it works. Ain't no love. How could there be any love? There's no respect. There's no loyalty. She's not a loyal person. They're not loyal either. If something happened to Chantal, they move on to somebody else. Like that. Oh, you're bedbound? You can't do Foodie requests no more? Oh, let's jump on over to somebody else. And if something happens to that person, on to the next one. There's always somebody else out there. If you can't do something for me, I'll find someone who will. There's no real attachment. They wouldn't cry for long over her. Yup says, WTF is this, Foodie? Why do you always have PDF files around you? Why were you talking about pedicures and Karate Joe yesterday and then exploited Sasa today? You sick F. What did she say about Karate Joe? Can somebody please tell me? Why did she even mention his name? Why was she bringing him up in conversation? What brought that about? He's been gone for a while. That is so odd. Why are you bringing him up? Why would you want to bring him up? He was a bad man. He did very bad things. Oh, no, she didn't. Blue-eyed Leo says, find it odd right before they do this. She streams about her saying PDF files aren't all bad, almost like she wanted to put out a call for them. Foodie Beauty cares less, and if PDF files creeping on this child make the money, oh well. Did she really fucking say that? Did she say they weren't all bad? They're not all bad, are they? I want to throw something right now. I do. I want to throw something right now. They're not all bad. Would you guys forgive me if I reveal something, and I'll be respectful about it and I won't go on and on about it? So she wants to say that, right? That pedophiles are not all that bad. Chantal, I was a victim of CSA. Do you understand? I lost my innocence early. And once it's gone, you can't get it back. They're not that bad. What they take from you, you can't get back. And it fucks with you. It fucks with your head. Even if the PDF file goes to jail, even if you put him in prison for the rest of his life, the person who is the victim, they are the ones in prison for life. A prison of no bars, no guards. When you are a victim of child CSA, when you are a child and that happens to you, people are putting adult things into your brain that have no business being there. And it fucks with you. So miss me with that. It's not that bad. Shit. Miss me with that. Miss me with all of that. And those of us that have been through SA, CSA, DV, it leaves scars behind. A lot of us have PTSD. They're not that bad. And how would you know they're not that bad, Foodie? How would you know unless you've been through shit like that? Have you talked to any real victims and asked them, was it that bad? Or is that what you're just assuming? Or is that what you fucking tell yourself to justify hanging out with and catering to those sick fucks? And providing content for them and catering to their kinks so you can get a little bit of coin. Is that what you tell yourself so you can justify putting innocent babies like Sasa on fucking camera just so you can have enough money for another fucking mukbang. Or maybe to hang out with Natter or Coca-Cola or whatever the fuck you do with your money. It's not that bad. Take a walk inside my brain, bitch, and tell me it's not that bad. You'll run out screaming. Oh, I'm sorry. I just lost myself for a minute. I can't believe she said that. It's not that bad. I disagree. It's very bad. It's very bad. I'm sorry if I just took y'all to like an emotional place. I'm bringing it back. Let's keep going with these Twitter peeps. That just pissed me off. Whew. Fondue Spiteful Beach says Foodie Beauty using a disabled child to get what she wanted is so on brand for her. What? Foodie says, I used to tell Sasa to tell Salah to go get us ice cream. Why? Why are you telling Sasa to go ask Salah to get ice cream? Are you not a big girl? You can't go to your husband and say, hey, can I have some ice cream? But why are you using a little girl to get ice cream? What? I don't understand that. This is supposed to be your husband. Why is it a big deal to go ask him to go get ice cream for you? Why are you telling Sasa to do it? Why are you putting her up to it? In a very subtle way, she was using her for even getting ice cream. Ashley says, Salah is live on the couple's channel parading Sasa around in front of Chantal's community of predators. Yep. And you know what? Spiritually speaking, there's going to be repercussions for this, for both of them. I don't know who idea it was. I don't know who came up with this. I don't know who's getting the money. But since he's complicit and he was the one that put her on camera, that he can't escape the circle of damage either. So like it's the repercussions are going to go both ways. We know she gets all the money. I know. We need a reading. Whew, I don't know if this would be a good time for a reading. My energy's all messed up. That's the one thing you do not want to do when you're a tarot reader. If your energy is off, don't touch those cards, because you're going to get a messed up reading. Milky says, hey guys, sorry, but I won't be reacting to the live stream Salah is doing with Sasa, filming and making profit off a disabled child who has had sexual comments made about her by Foodie's viewers who cannot consent. Makes me sick. Good for you, Milky. Thumbs up to that. I'll tell y'all what. Thank you for the idea, Liv. Thank you. Let me play one of my songs. Thumbs up to Milky for saying no to that shit. I know this has been really heavy for you guys. I'll tell you what. To make us all feel better, after I get done with the Twitter peeps, I got something for y'all. I did something earlier. I put together a playlist of stuff from Rufus the Bull. I was just gathering up fun clips of Rufus and his family, and Roro and Rowdy and Rhonda, and we need to watch some Rufus. I was watching Rufus and laughing this morning. Like Rufus was tearing up the little vehicle. I know Rufus he's a hoot. Rufus always makes me feel better. Frosty Toast says, Salam mentioned how his gaming setup is coming along nicely and will be finished soon. So I guess we'll know why he's doing these streams. And of course, Foodie Beauty obliged. This is just like another natter. Where's my thumbnail, bitch? Gorlworld. Is he getting a gaming setup, though? Is he? What is the point of the gaming setup? I'm a gamer. I love to play video games. And I totally understand if somebody is like a serious gamer and they're really into it and they like to play the really intense games, which require more memory space, faster processor, all this stuff, and you're willing to plunk down like $5,000 for a gaming setup, it makes sense. There you go. There you go. Cost my nephew $4,000 for a gaming PC. Yeah, you can drop some money on those sons of bitches. And it's worth it, isn't it? Because Gucci, tell me true. If you go to a computer store and you see those really nice setups, you're like, that is sexy. You're like just drooling at the mouth. You're like, I love that processor. Terabyte drive. Ooh. You're like, girl, that processor is doing something to me. That graphics card, loving it. Ooh, it's water cooled. Girl, because I got to fan myself over here. A water cooled system? Damn. But it doesn't make sense if you're not a serious gamer. Like, what are you spending all that money on a gaming system for? You're not going to play it. Two things will get me excited, though, when I go shopping. One, take me to a thrift store. I love thrift stores. Actually, 3 places. Take me to a thrift store. I love myself a good thrift store. Or take me to a computer store where I can fawn all over the computer shit. Or 3, take me to like a used bookstore. I love me a good used bookstore. Like, I can get lost in one of those for hours. Your nephew not be using it anymore. I'm so sorry. So yeah, that's what gets me excited. Thrift store, bookstore, or computer store. I know I'm weird. I don't want like a $5,000 purse. I'd rather put that into a computer and play games or books or stuff at the thrift store. Okay. Oh, no, we're not showing that. No. And this moment happened. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, you MFers, rattling the can, you greedy, grifting, scamming MFers. So, covering up Sasa. Cherry Bees. I'm sorry, Cherry Bees. I'm old. And people change their handles all the time. Please don't be offended. I just sometimes don't remember people. It's not that you don't matter. It's just that I'm getting old. What you want me to do? I got to dust off the cobwebs on my brain cells. Maybe then I'll remember. But this moment happened. He had her stand up against the wall, posing like a model. Doc Remy LeBeau says, feed or Nina throwing more money at them in the live with that sweet child they're exploiting. They both insist that all money given during the stream will go straight to Sasa. But they're not asking people for money. So this is the silent grift. This is what grifters do. They don't ask for money outright, but they find other ways to get it out of you. Let me give you an example. You're talking to a grifter or a scammer on the phone, somebody maybe that you know or that knows you in passing. They know that you're a generous person, that you're a caring person. They get on the phone with you. Hello. They start talking to you. Well, how are you doing? Then they talk to you and tell you, I'm not doing so good. Like, I am so worried. Like my car broke down and I need a new engine and I need $300 to pay this bill or pay my rent. Like they're not asking you for the money outright, but they're mentioning how much they need. They're specifically asking for the amount, and they might pull out the tears and they might pull out the begging and, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is how they get money out of you. They put the problem in front of you. They're purposely mentioning it because they want the money, but they're not going to ask you. They're throwing the bait out there, like they're throwing out the fishing line. Like, I'm going to throw out my fishing line and it's going to drop into the water and I'm going to wait to see what fish are going to bite. And they're hoping that you'll say, well, I am so sorry that happened to you. Maybe I can help you. Here's all the money for what's wrong, or part of the money. If they even get part of the money out of you, then you're like, oh, thank you so much. That helps so much. Maybe I can come up with the rest, blah, blah, blah. And if they get part of the money out of you, they'll repeat the same scam with somebody else. That's the silent grift. So they're not asking money for Sasa, but they're setting it up for people to give the money anyway. So we didn't ask for money, but you didn't exactly stop money from coming to you. So we see you. Doc Remy LeBeau says this was their big home run swing to try to draw a huge crowd, and they're still drawing no more than Chantal would get on an average ceiling on the boneless couch, stolen stream. I love that for her. Ha ha, bitch. So even with trying to whistle in all the sick fucks, even with letting all the creepos know, hey, we're going to be bringing Sasa on stream, they didn't get more people. Good. Happy about that. Yeah, thank you, radio. They didn't explicitly say don't give money either. Yeah, if it wasn't about money, why didn't you shut down all the ways to receive money and say, we're just doing this just because? Because Salah loves his cousin and wants to show off his cousin. Fishnets suit me. What fishnets? I'm not wearing fishnets. But fishnets are sexy. Is this legal at all? Him collecting money in Syria from a U.S. YouTube channel that's not actually his? Well, the money's going to her. It's going to her Google AdSense. Oh, you're speaking my language. What's this? I'll never forget my dad bringing home an Atari. Damn, Atari. That's some old school shit. My dad passed away in August. I'm sorry. And my mom just passed away in April. Wow. So sorry. I try to avoid memory lane right now, but that is a happy memory. I remember Atari. I'm old. I remember Atari. Who played Atari? I did. playing Pong, and what was it, Asteroids. I played all those games. Me and my brother had a competition of who got the most points. But I remember Atari. Fucking Atari. You know what I remember playing? And I'm really going back in time. Y'all remember when Atari came out with the E.T. game? The E.T. movie came out, and then they had an E.T. video game. I played that. Pitfall, Donkey Kong, Centipede. Like, oh my God. Yeah, I played the E.T. game. The dad trying to get through it so that E.T. could fly home. Hubert. I fucking hated Hubert because I always lost. I did like the part with Hubert though, that if he fell off, he would curse. That part I did like. He would grumble about it. If he messed up, he would grumble. He would curse. And here's another oldie, a blast from the past. Who remembers Duck Hunt? I know y'all played Duck Hunt, where the dog is in the field and you're shooting at the ducks. And if you messed up, the dog would laugh at you. The dog would troll you. That dog was our worst troll. Space Invaders! Gattaca. That dog had me raging. Hey, for all of you Atari people that you remember Duck Hunt, just so you know, there is like this video game that somebody made based around Duck Hunt with the dog and everything. I don't know the name of it, but it's out there. But it's like more horror based. You want to go look at that? Frogger. We remember Frogger. I kept getting squished. All right, moving on. Frosty Toast says, Foodie Beauty, no. You didn't directly ask for money, but you both know exactly what you're doing and using that poor girl for donations, pig. Yep, she knew what she was doing and she didn't stop the money from coming in. All right. More rage posting. Sandy Shore says, Foodie Beauty, I think it's really disgusting that you are using salsa. Hate all of us all you want, but using a child to rage bait reaction channels is disgusting. Do better. Yeah, do better. If she wants us to react to her, all she has to do is make some quality content. If she wants our attention, just make some quality content. She knows what to do. And she knows how to do it. Why use a child? You are an adult. You know how to get views on YouTube. Do what you know how to do and stop using children and animals to get that attention. Lazy. You're being lazy. Using the young and the innocent to make money. Lazy. She wants our attention. There's other ways to get it. Oh, did I show this already? I think I did. Hold on. Oh, I think that's it for the Twitter peeps. She's live now eating. She can go get fucked. I'm not yelling at you, Eileen. Not yelling at you. If she's eating, let her eat. She posted a video. Yeah, I saw it. Gucci, it was about Fountain Gate. It's like nobody cares about the fountain anymore. No one. Nobody cares about that stupid fountain. Who cares about the fountain? Does anybody care about the fountain? Does anybody give a shit? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the fountain. We don't care about that. She posted her eating A&W. Oh Lord. Again, I don't care. I don't care if she eats every fast food restaurant in Canada. we're going to do something fun. I want to do something fun, chat, because it was kind of heavy today. I lost it for a minute. They're saying like PDF files are not that bad. No, bitch, you wrong. You wrong. You are so wrong for that. You don't say things like that. Let's do something fun. Are y'all ready for some fun? I want to do some fun stuff. And I want to credit the channel before we get started. Let's see. I got to find it first because these are a whole bunch of shorts and stuff, like one right after the other. Y'all give me just a second. I like to credit people. Rufus the Bull. My boy. Rufus. Make me feel better, Rufus. He's gotten so big. There we go. There's the channel, and I encourage all of my people to go check out the channel. We like to watch the low cows, but I'll tell you what, the real cows are where it's at. The real cows are wholesome entertainment. Rufus is a hoot. 3,000 pounds of bull. Lots of personality. So there's the channel. There's Rufus. There's Roxanne, his girlfriend. There's Rhonda, his other girlfriend. All the names are ours. It's so hard to keep track of all of them. There it is. There's the channel, Rufus the Bull. It's a long ass bull. He's a big boy. He's thick. All right. So where is, damn it. Rufus. So have you guys ever seen a cow throw a temper tantrum because they didn't get no treats? Have you guys ever experienced a 3,000 pound bull just throwing a hissy fit because they don't have no moon pies? You're coming out to the field and you ain't got no moon pies for Rufus. This is what it's like when a 3,000 pound bull has a hissy fit.
Rufus, now you stop it. Stop it. You stop it. What are you yelling, man? Hey.
He's upset. There's Rufus. And that is, which one is that? Rufus has a few kids. Which one is that? There's Rowdy, which is the heifer. This one loves Brent to death. She's a feisty little thing. That's his baby. But she's feisty. Roro. Roro likes to mess around. But Brent's got to be careful with Roro because Roro's mama gets real protective, and so does Rufus. Rufus is very protective of the babies. He's keeping an eyeball on what's going on. So even though you might be playing with the baby, don't want to hurt the baby, the cows might feel otherwise. So here she is playing with Brent. Chasing Brent down. Look, she's chasing him. Play with me.
Hey, Ruf.
Uh-oh. Here come Rufus.
No.
And y'all take a look at that cart. Take a look at the seat. Look how much it's wrapped in tape. I'm sure that has to do with Rufus. What did you do to that car, Rufus? Yeah, Rhonda has the long droopy ears, and so does Roro. I think she inherited that from mom. She got that part, but she looks just like Rufus. So Roro has Rhonda's ears, but Rufus is coloring. But imagine that. He's always attacking the golf cart. Yes, he is. You know what I think it is? I am not like a bull whisperer, but I think the reason why Rufus goes after the cart is because of the sounds that the cart makes, like the rumbling of the engine. It might sound like another bull to him. And he's got to assert his dominance. Maybe he interprets the cart as another bull because he hears like the rumbling of the engine and there's this loud noise. And who's that across my field? I have to assert my dominance. Like I'm the one in charge here.
No. You're gonna get your head stuck in there. Oh. Get in there and check on it. Don't break my steering wheel. God almighty, you got bigger. Just want to check on you for a second.
Oh. It turned the cart over.
Everything was fine.
Oh, damn. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Good, Rufus. That sounds like something in the transmission. In part. Rufus. Let's see if we can get Rowdy to first and we'll pet him.
And the little one that you're seeing is Rowdy. He's like the brand new heifer. And I think the one that just walked by was Ruby because she's a bit older. And that's Roro.
Roro, hang on. We're trying to pet Rowdy.
Nope.
Yeah,
nope.
I know you're my favorite one right now.
Nope.
I know. Rowdy will start nursing. We'll sneak over there and pet him. Okay. Yes, you're my baby.
Aww.
You're my baby. Okay, I promise.
Aww.
You are my baby. Uh-oh.
You know what I think is great? When a 3,000-pound cow is more entertaining than a 550-pound cow. A real cow is more entertaining than a human cow who weighs a quarter of what he weighs.
You're my baby.
Aww.
You ever find yourself in a bad position?
Uh-oh.
But you put yourself in your...
And who is this and what is this? So for those that don't know, this bull, this is Redford. Redford is also on the farm. And Redford is as spicy as Rufus. So Redford likes to run Brent behind a tree. And in this clip, how is Brent going to handle this? He's going to call to Rufus to come over to help him. So you guys are going to hear something that sounds like a purge horn or a purge siren. That's Rufus. He's calling back saying, I'm coming over, Dad. And watch Redford's ear. He hears Rufus.
And all you have is your oatmeal cream pie. Try to bail your way out of it. And he ain't taking it. So this is the only tree around for a ways. Think he's not looking?
Nope.
This is where a lot of people would run.
Right.
And that is the last thing you want to do. Don't run. Not if you got a tree. If you got a hot cow right behind you, you're double screwed.
Hey. Yeah, because there's Redford. Behind Brent is Roxanne. So there's a female directly behind him. He's kind of boxed in. And bulls will react just because there's a female around. So no, you don't want to run because they will quickly catch up with you. And then you've got 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of bull to deal with. And they're a lot faster than they look, especially when they get mad. So he's cornered behind that tree. Look at the way that Redford is looking at him. When you see a bull look at you like that, you're in trouble.
Hey.
See?
Sometimes I think to myself, you got to be one of the dumbest son of a bitches.
Uh-oh.
If I was to leave that thing.
Redford's not like Redford. He upset.
Tell us how you really feel. Looking at me, looking at his nose, not like that.
What's wrong, Bubba? Why are you upset?
I'm gonna let you have one more chance.
Oh. You gonna flip it? What are you gonna do? Uh-oh.
This is a bad angle. Oh man, check that sun out though. Can y'all see that? That is cool.
You calm down now. All right.
I hear a siren, Redford. Somebody may have called on us. What a sunset, man. I can't wait.
Brent had to actually separate Redford from Rufus because they kept getting into it. Who is the guy, Brent? He owns Rufus and Redford and all the other animals. He's the owner. And he loves his animals. He loves them to death. They get very rambunctious and very feisty.
To see these sunsets from my front porch. That's a good one.
And this is why he had to separate them right here. Look at the size of Rufus compared to Redford.
Got it.
Stop.
They get into it a lot.
Hey!
Nope. Something you guys should know about those hay bales. They are not light. They weigh hundreds of pounds, and Rufus can just move that like it's nothing. This is why you cannot fuck around with a bull.
Stupid son of a bitch. And you know, this is the kind of shit you deal with.
Get back. Yeah.
And for those people making comments about Brent in the chat, he does have a wife and a daughter. named Paisley. And Rufus, he loves the ladies. His attitude with Brent's wife and with the daughter is much different than with Brent. Like when Paisley comes around, because Paisley actually raised Rufus, Rufus kind of looks at her like mama because she bottle fed him. And the way he behaves around the wife is different than Brent. Like he just senses that he's around something female and he kind of softens up a bit. But with Brent is he likes to challenge him. Oh, cannot play the music because that is copyrighted music. But there's some good footage here. Oh, we got these two. You got Daddy on the back, and you got Bebe looking just like Daddy. There's Roro. Look. See? Isn't she cute? I love her little like white mask with the dot in the center. So cute. Isn't she precious? Isn't it adorable? She's going to grow up to be a big girl, just like her daddy. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Is there music here? Yep, that's Lady Gaga. I can't play that either. Sorry. I saved that, but it's got music. Look how much she's jumping around. She's feisty for a little girl. Running all over the place. Like headbutt. She might be part goat. She's acting like a goat. Is Rufus the daddy? Oh, yeah. That's one of his offspring. And Brent has a system on the farm. So he's got Redford on one section of the property, and he's got Rufus on the other. So some cows are just with Rufus, and some are just with Redford. Any offspring that come from Rufus's side gets sent over to Redford when they're old enough. And anyone that might happen over on Redford's side gets sent over to Rufus. And that way, like they're not like breeding within the family. So it's like both bulls are on separate sides of the property, and whatever cows they have that might have calves, once they're old enough, if it's a female, they get sent over to the other side. Okay. Is there music here?
Here with Dad and Brett.
I'm gonna Roro. I'm gonna mess with me today. Don't even mess with me.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna mess with you. Why are you so crazy?
Uh-oh.
Rhonda, we were playing. We're only playing. I'm sorry. I'm not getting her. Mama can shut us down sometimes if we get too crazy.
Yep.
Go eat. Okay, we'll wait a minute. You're my responsibility, and that is dirt. I'm supposed to be watching you eat the dirt. Your mama's gonna get mad at us. Okay?
Look at Roro. You're crazy.
Oh, what are you doing?
Go, Roro, go.
Crazy baby. Crazy baby. Smell that feet on me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go.
That's definitely the Rufus bloodline.
I cannot believe she's gonna play like this already at this age.
Nope.
Ow. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign for a girl.
Why not?
She's gonna be ornery.
Hello, Zen. She can be just like her daddy. Troublemaker.
She can kick you already too. Ow! I knew it was coming. I can't believe she's. But you know what? Ruth was kind of like that too. Man, you're getting ornery. Don't get over by Aunt Roxanne. She'll get you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This looks like trouble. Rufus against the vehicle. Which one will win?
It's not the best time.
No.
What I do is we go measure him.
So he's trying to measure Rufus to see how tall he is and how big his head is and how wide he is. And let's see what Rufus does. You can already tell that Rufus is not happy about this. Look at the body language. He's facing away from Brent, won't look at him. That's a warning sign, like, you got 5 seconds. You better hurry up and do what you got to do, because I'm about to turn around and give you something.
$73 inches. Whatever that is. 6'1". Okay. Across the head. 18.
That was Rufus saying, your 5 seconds are just about up. Are you done yet? You about to be done.
18 inches across his head. I want to measure how long he is.
Uh-oh. Oh, you got that snorting. We got the body posturing, getting in position. Brent's not stupid. I love the fact that he loves his animals. He takes care of his animals, but he's got a healthy respect for his animals. He never forgets that he's dealing with a 3,000-pound bull. They are not dogs. They are not cats. They are powerful animals that can hurt you. He's always wary about Rufus or the rest of his bulls because he knows what they can do. He ain't stupid. More snorting. There we go. Mm-hmm.
Here. Very angry.
Yeah, the snorts are warnings. He's letting Brent know, I am not happy. He's basically saying, I dare you to move that vehicle. I just dare you. Because if you don't move it, I'll move it. I'll roll it down the hill. I've done it before. I'll do it again. And I dare you to stop me. What you going to do if I roll that down the hill? Get mad? You ain't going to do nothing to me, and I know it. Yep, he's mad. It's it's a very unhappy bull right there.
He's not left foot long. Close we get.
He's so bad. Oh,
You guys, look at this. Oh my gosh. You got the Rufus dot. It's just in your middle. Look at she's got 2 pink spots on her tip of her nose. She got the Rufus pink nose a little bit. Her mama's got the black nose. You're just fantastic. What kind of markings do you have, girl? Oh my, are you beautiful? Right, I know, baby. You did so good. Look at this dot. She got white there. She got white on the back spots of her ears. You got your mama's ears.
Yep. Rhonda's ears.
Daddy's white face. Mama, you just tired.
Aw.
I know. Would you look at that?
Yep, there's Dad with the baby.
Is that your dad? You on dad duty right now, Ruth? I believe that is your daddy.
Look how big he is compared to how small she is. Rufus is a unit. He is a tank. I wish there was some way to take Rufus into a video game. He would make an excellent tank in a raid. What do you think? No boss would survive with that kind of tank. Hey, Rufus, can you be the tank in a raid for me? We wouldn't have any problem going through a dungeon with you. Any raid boss would look at you and go, I'm out. You want me to go against that? I'm supposed to do damage against that? I don't think so. I'm out. Here's all the loot. You don't even have to kill me. I'll just give the loot up. Will she be bigger than her mama? That remains to be seen. It all depends.
Rufus always loves being around the babies. You better get back over with your mama. He's about as clumsy as you are. Good job, girl. There you go. Okay. Everybody's good. I was just leaving, Rufus. Don't worry.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's like, you're leaving right now.
I'm leaving.
Rufus.
Hey,
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. This is what I'm talking about. When I said that he likes to roll things down a hill, I wasn't kidding. Look what Rufus does. He's going to grab a hold of the vehicle and roll it down the hill.
hey.
Oh, there it goes.
Rufus.
Bye.
Oh. Mother.
Rufus said I did that.
But nobody wants to eat with Rufus standing in the middle of some bitch. I mean, Rufus, nobody else can eat, man. Everybody's sick of shit like this. I hate when he stands up too, because that thing is slickered and greased out shit, and he will fall down. But his table manners suck. Look. Nice and polite, huh? Family, kids, everybody's kicked out. easier access like this, I guess. So if any cattle feed trough companies see this, if you have a feed trough that you could recommend for Rufus, I know the concrete ones would be nice. I'm not real sure. God, I can't believe the feed trough didn't hold up, you know? That's the shit you deal with when you got a Rufus. Look at him. Does that belly look like that needs another 25 pounds of corn? I don't blame everybody for going down there. You got to appreciate that, though. He's got his entire body standing in my feed trough that actually wasn't very old.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sweet over there. Let him look at it. What do you think of that, Redford?
Redford said, "What is these?" Then he says, "It's fish."
Oh, you might hook him to the nose. God almighty, I'd never get that out of it. What the heck? I wonder if he'd eat a fish. Redford, like the hell? That ain't no cream pie.
Nope, user has one suspicious looking calf. So this calf does not belong to Brent. This calf is on the property right next to Brent. This is Rufus's illegitimate child. Rufus broke through the fence and got to the cows over there. The bull on the other side is named Shorty. He got over there and got to the cows before Shorty did. And look what happened. So there is the suspicious looking calf. Not the dad, Rufus. Rufus is like, I regret nothing. I'm not responsible. You can't prove anything by me. And as you can see, all of the cows are black and white Angus, whereas Rufus is a red and white. So how did this happen? And there's the bull right there, Shorty saying, "What the fuck?" That look. Shorty's like, "I got caught sleeping, man." Shorty's like, "I was slacking that day and somebody took advantage, obviously." Yeah, the cow in the back is the mama saying, I can explain. Sorta, kinda. I can explain, honey. I thought it was you in the dark. Apparently it wasn't you. Sorry about that. There's Rufus. Rufus is over there like, yeah, and I'll do it again too. I'll wait. I'll make you think you're safe over there. I'll wait. Then there'll be another calf. Yeah, Rufus said, "It wasn't me." You know what? I wonder why Brent never just went on over to the other farm and said, "Hey, can I just go ahead and buy that calf from you? Because obviously it belongs to my bull." Why not just bring the calf over? Have another bull on his farm. A sire of Rufus. Uh-oh.
And see what their horses or bulls do when they're laying down. So, okay, so I've been seeing farmers lay down and see what their horses or bulls do when they're laying down. So I'm going to lay down and kind of 50-50 this panel.
Uh-oh.
What you gonna do now?
Rufus is like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's like, Dad, get up. If something happened, Dad, I think he's actually concerned.
He's confused.
Huh?
Rufus is confused. He's like, is he challenging me? I don't know if he's challenging me. He's just laying there. This feels like a challenge, but I'm not sure.
I don't know what to do. Nothing pisses Redford off more than the Rangers show up right before bedtime.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here comes Redford.
Hey, Redford, thought we'd come wish you good night. Have a good night. Huh? You been come getting up here.
He upset.
That's it. Just show you who's dominant. I'm sick of your shit, dude. Hey. Redford. He's figured out how to turn that thing over so easy. No.
To be fair, Brent, you knew that driving by there at sunset would piss him off. You fucked around and you're about to find out. What were you thinking pissing off Redford? You knew that would make him mad, and now he's mad. You're like, now you're running around trying to get away from him.
Rufus, stop it. Everybody said it doesn't give you enough cookies the other day. Rufus, here. Here. Here.
Rufus.
Hurry, Roxanne just saw it. Hurry. Roxanne just saw it. You better hurry up. She ain't gonna wait.
Yeah, Roxanne loves her oatmeal pies. She's like, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
Here it is. Hurry. Hurry. She ain't gonna wait. Got it.
Now Roxanne's like, where's mine?
Rufus.
And he does actually have merch of Rufus. And what you're hearing in the background is Rufus. That is like the purge horn, the purge siren. That's Rufus calling to Brent. That sound, that's what you hear. Imagine hearing that on the farm.
Rufus. It does kind of sound like the purge. To show you a little bit of Rufus's size, that is a horse tractor. He's standing beside.
He's almost as big as a tractor. Look at that. He's about the size of that tractor.
$5,100E. There's Rufus.
He's a big boy.
Standing beside it.
if you got a 100-horse tractor, that'll give you a little bit more of an idea. And that tire looks small on video, but here's the tire. Now I'm standing beside. Here's my leg. It's up to about my loop.
Uh-oh, there's Redford. Oh, look at that. That's is it Rufus or Redford doing that? Turn around, boy, so I can see you. Oh,
Hey! Wish y'all could hear this. Y'all hear it echo? You can't beat it up.
and to answer your comment, Gigi, I'm sure there were a lot of people that reported that stream today. I'm absolutely certain of that.
Hang on, we're about to be a sandwich. Don't! He was gonna get up and then he chose Redfish.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I need you to pull forward. What's the matter? Pull that. Go.
Look how much bigger Rufus is compared to Redford. And Redford is not that small. He's about 2,000 pounds. Well, look how much bigger Rufus is. Look at this size comparison. Oh, they were both brought in as babies, but now they're both grown up. But look at the size of Rufus. So Redford is like 2,000 pounds. Rufus is 3,000 pounds. Redford is 2,000. But look how much bigger Rufus is compared to Redford. This is why they had to be separated, because they were always getting into it, and Rufus was always going to win.
I hate to distract Rufus. Get out of them rocks, guys. Rufus is so heavy, he gets in that mud, he just sinks. Turn it off. So Rufus does not like when I brush hog. Down here knocking down top on a weed. So, but anyways, I want to tell y'all, everybody that brush hog knows that when you're cruising along, I'm trying to pick out some of these weeds, you know, I've left here and there, these little patches, and I'm going along and daydreaming, and all of a sudden, you hear boom, 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 and then you that left. It was a lot bigger, but we got her ground up a little bit. Not bad. It did exit the brush hog there somewhere.
Oh, ow.
But Rufus is not a fan of really loud noises. So I thought I'd get off for a second. Rufus?
I'm gonna finish brush hogging. You can go eat with your family that's enjoying the nice, cool evening. Okay?
He's like, no, you're not.
I'll try not to make any more noise. I'm just gonna drive straight out.
He's like, you think you're going to finish, but I don't think so. I'm standing right here.
Ruth, I want to show you all the size of him. Up beside my tractor. That's an E5100 John Deere. Get a good size reference of old Rufus there. That's a 6 foot. I think that's a bush hog brand. He was running someday, so he's just about all healed up. His cuts all have skimmed over pretty good. Okay, Rufus. Look at him. He's standing guard right now. I should probably move that rock, but I think I'm going to leave that there for next year. Maybe this fall. We'll see. But I do know the fertilizer this year, I mean, grass looks great. But a rain too. Everybody's up there munching now that the weeds are knocked down.
And I think the reason why Rufus is standing there because he heard all that noise and the other cows are close by. So he's just being protective of the cows.
This whole thing was, you can see how deep the weeds were. You can see them around that tree. He loves rubbing on them tires. I'll have to get him some tractor tires or something. Start up on weapon. Yep. Thanks, Rufus. To cut him loose on him for a minute.
That's him basically talking smack to Curly, the other bull. This is the cow version of Twitter.
To cut him loose on him for a minute. Rufus is up there beating up a tree.
We can't really see Rufus, though. What's wrong, Rufus?
Hey, guys. Rufus.
Ooh.
What y'all doing? Easy. Rufus, why are you so balled up here? Easy. Redford. No. Calm down. Are you load?
God, he's a big boy.
You gonna calm down now? I may have something for you. Come
Come back up here. Come here. Come on. Something got into my feed bags last night. Redwood, you all fired up, too. That's what happens. You get him all revved up.
Okay, now this is funny. So Rufus ain't small, but they did have a pig on the farm. I wasn't afraid to let him know.
Get his ass. Get him lucky. Cracked him right in the head. What a bit.
Okay, guys, that's all I got as far as the Rufus stuff. I already gave y'all the link if you guys want to go sub up to the channel, because sometimes Brent goes live with Rufus if y'all want to enjoy that. So what's Foodie up to? She's still doing the same boring bullshit? I bet she is. Where is she live at exactly? She did 2 videos, Fountain Gate, which nobody cares about, and the new Smash Burger, which also nobody cares about. Did she go live on Kick? Let's see. No, somebody says she was live. She wasn't live. She's not live. She got the Fountain A&W video. Well, if all it was her doing the mukbang thing, I don't care. But somebody says she was live. Unless I'm missing something, she wasn't live. I don't see her going live. Let me check real quick. Somebody's saying she came out live and she was eating. I don't see anything. I see 2 videos that she posted. That's it. Let me just check again. No, nothing live today that I'm aware of. The Fountain, let me guess, she was eating and talking about nonsense. So that's it. That's all I got today, guys. I got to go and get started with other work. So thank you guys for dropping by. I know that earlier when things got a little bit heavy, sorry about that. I just can't believe the comment that she made, but hope that the Rufus footage made you guys feel better, made me feel better. So I'm going to go, and y'all have a good day. And thank you guys for coming by. I'll see y'all later. Bye. I'll leave you guys with a nice song.
Mm-hmm.